Looks like everything is up and going. Looks like we have liftoff on both Facebook and YouTube. So thank you very much for Tyler for getting me set up today and getting us ready for another exciting, wacky, wonderful Wednesday. Anyways, hoping people will start tuning in here very shortly. But in the meanwhile, I'd like to thank you very much for finding us on Facebook and YouTube and liking us and loving us and sharing and signing up. It's awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone who tunes in every week to see us. It's absolutely marvelous. And I'd like to thank all the viewers who leave comments for us. That's appreciated because then I know what to say back or find out the information that you're looking for. So hi, I see people starting to sign in. There's Carol. Thank you so much. And it's just really appreciated to know that you guys are out there and listening. So whether you comment or like it during the show, if you come into the store and let us know that you're listening to as well, that's awesome. I see Anne's online, Teresa's online, wonderful. All right, so we're going to get started with Wacky Wednesday and do a little shout out to all those people that were watching last week. And also who came into the store and talked to me or talked to some of the other staff just to let us know that they're watching. Anyways, a big shout out to Diane H, Nancy C, Carol D, welcome home. I'm glad you're back. Carol G, who signed in today, Tina B, Ann S, Sandy A, Teresa S, Nicola P, Mary Ellen M, who lives in Armstrong, BC, Rose L, Teresa W, Carol D, I got her twice, isn't that exciting? Lohan F, Ann L, and Jean and Maui Jim, Betty L, Mary Z, and Glenn and Mike. Glenda and Mike, not Glenn and Mike. Sorry, Glenda. I hope you're okay. Anyways, and I see Ann S is signed in as well. So I want to just thank Ann L for the lovely corn that you gave us. That was delicious. I really appreciate that. And it was good to see you at the store. Thank you. And today I am Sandy being Marilyn Rowe doing, what's her name? Let's Get Physical. Oh, now she's gone right out of my head. She played Sandy in Grease. Olivia Newton-John. So I'm taking you back to those days when we used to do cross training and we were into fitness and they talked about hard bodies with the big muscles and stuff. So we're going back in time. Do you remember? Yeah.
Your waist was small,
oh,
your hair was big.
That's right. Waist, that's what Anne says. Anne says our waists were smaller. Well, they're definitely small. And our hair was really big. So I'm just, remember Charlene Prickett and Ake Figures and Jane Fonda in her primetime workout. Well, today we're going to get physical. So let's get physical. And the reason we're getting physical is, Thanksgiving dinner is not too far away. And so I thought we'd do a little cross training and get ready for that turkey dinner because, I thought that would be fun. So I got to do a little training. I got my implements here. We used to pump weights. Well, now we got knives and forks. Are you ready, everybody? Let's get physical. Physical. I want to get physical. Let's get into physical. Let me see your turkey walk. Your turkey walk. Let me see your turkey walk. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Turkey strut, turkey strut. Let's go. Let's get physical. Let's get physical. Let me see your turkey walk. Yay! Woo! Thank you, adoring fans. Woo! Oh, I've got an audience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways, so it all started getting physical when Miss Dawn said, Sandy, how would you like to make a creative cross body bag? And I said, I would be delighted to. It would work really well in my cross training. Isn't that beautiful? And so this is a really cute little pattern that is by the Creative Crossbody Bag, designed by Ann Smith by Cut Loose Press. So we could have done Cut Loose, and we could have done Footloose and danced to that one too. But this bag is delightful. And it is really good if you're going to do some of that walking at Thanksgiving to work off that turkey. I know that turkey gives us something that makes us want to go to sleep. Anyways, we could just walk it off. Walk it off. Anyways, now, this bag was really cute, and I brought it to work yesterday, and our newest member of our staff, May, saw it. So as a project today to learn sewing and do decorative stitching and work with vinyl and everything, she made her own crossbody bag today. She's very proud of it, and she's going to embroider a little name tag and put it in her little vinyl pouch. So this little guy has got 2 pockets. He's got a cloth pocket, which we've decorated with decorative stitch. So we did some really fine decorative stitching, and it's on a little pocket. And on the other side, we have a vinyl pocket. So you could put things in here like, oh, your bus pass if you're going on the bus, or your My Sewing Room card, so we don't forget it when you come shopping. And there's still lots of room inside for all sorts of goodies. So we're going to make the Creative Crossbody Bag today. So that's our job. All right. Now, Dawn was wonderful enough to make us some kits for this, and her kits are made with the ombre fabric. So let's have a little look at hers. So hers are ombre, so they do a change in color as it goes. It's called the Creative Crossbody Bag. The little kit with the fabric, the Pellon, the vinyl and everything is $19.99, and that's the only way you can get this pattern, by the way, is because the crossbody bag is made in a kit. All right, so I did mine in batik. So I used a couple of fun batiks, lots of lovely colors, and it was a lot of fun to make. Okay, so that's what it is, Creative Crossbody Bag today. Now, things we need. Okay, so when we made this, you need a few things. You're going to need some quilter's vinyl. And we do have quilter's vinyl on the roll. You just need a small piece of quilter's vinyl. You're going to need, of course, some batting. And they say that you could use the Pellon Fusible Fleece. In my case, I just have regular batting, and I use the 505 spray to hook it together. So that's what I used. Also, because we're working with vinyl, we're not using pins. We're using the Wonder Clips to hold things together. That way we don't poke through our vinyl. We also going to need, as always, our mat, our rulers, our squares, our rotary cutter, our seam ripper, but today we're going to actually use it as well to do a little corner poking. We're going to need some thread, and in this case I used a variegated one because I wanted my stitching to look really pretty. I used Isacord polyester. We're also going to need some of your liners like Chaco Liner and our little blue markers. Now there's going to be several parts in here where you're going to be sewing close to the edge, so I used my number 10 edge foot. So if you have an edge foot, that would be really great. Or if your walking foot has a little edge on it, use that. We also going to use our walking foot for the final step of our bag when we put it together. And of course you use your number 1, our reverse pattern feet, or your applique foot to make your lines of stitching. I've also got a little piece of parchment paper here because I have to spray my spray in the store and I don't want it getting everywhere. Anyway, so that are the things that we are going to need for our project today. All right, so let's set a few of these things aside and let's get started. So as I say, we started out with some fabric. So I picked out a batik. I picked out a second batik just for the handle so that we could see it. And of course batting and the vinyl. All right, I'm going to slide my board over and we're going to get started on our cross crossbody bag. Get those out of the way. Let's turn to top. Here we go, on the top. Okay, so the first thing they tell you to do when you are doing your crossbody bag is to cut your strap. So in this case, we cut an actual strip for the strap. They tell us to pick a second strip because we're going to use it as the top of our pocket. So those two things, we need to have our strap, and this is full width of fabric. All right, so we've got a big long one for the strap. The other one they asked for a short one because it's just going to be the binding edge on the pocket. We also need our piece of vinyl. We cut it to fit the top of the for one of the pockets. The second pocket we're going to use batting, and for the purse, I guess it is a purse, a little crossbody bag. We're going to use batting to give some stability to the sides. Oh, look who's coming my way. Okay, she's not coming my way. Never mind, folks. All right, so this is my fabric. They tell you to cut it width of fabric. So that's what I did. And then they tell us to cut it all up into little pieces, which is what we did. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut out our little pocket. And they tell us the size of the pocket. Oh boy, that's all stuck together, isn't it? We need to cut it on the fold, and we need to cut it 5.5 inches from our strip on the fold. All right, so let's get out let's use our big square. That way we can get 5.5 inches on the big square. So first off, 5.5 inches. Boy, you miss your room when you need room to measure with, that's for sure. So we need 5.5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got half too much, so let's go back 5.5 inches. So that's all we need off that first strip. So we're just going to set that strip aside. This is going to form our first pocket. This is the one that we're going to use that little piece of batting we've got. We're going to tuck it inside there. We're going to fuse that, and that'll be your first pocket. Okay, so we'll do that in a minute. The second piece of fabric tells us that they would like us to cut this time. I'm going to turn my board. I need 2 17-inch pieces. So this is where you have to get a little creative because I don't have a ruler that's 17 inches long. So I do have one that's 14, and I have a 2.5. So if I stick this at 14.5, right, and 2.5, that gives me 17 inches. So I'm just going to do that. I put the two rulers together and cut. Now this was on the fold, so I left a little bit extra. So when I measure my 14 and my 2.5, I can trim that little fold edge off. Okay, there we go. So this is 17 inches. There we go. 14.5, 17. We're good. We're all good. So you're going to have now 2 pieces. These are going to be your body pieces for your bag. And now we need to do a little ironing. Are you ready? We need to move our ironing board into position here. It was beeping at me just a little bit earlier, so I need to move it into position. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take those strips that you cut for your bag and for your top, and they tell you, I'm just going to iron it flat to start with. They tell you to iron it in half. So we're going to do it right sides out. Right sides out. We're going to iron that in half. Try not to burn our fingers. We'll let that have a little heat up. Now, remember the binding we did for one of our other projects? We opened up that fold and we bent our edges into that nice creased line I just folded. It's kind of like a double edge there. So iron that down. Bring the other one this way. Iron's not very hot. So they're meeting in the middle now on that particular iron line that we've got. Just let it sit for a second. Okay, then we fold it. And now we've got that lovely piece of strapping, and we did it with our right sides out so that when you're finished doing your ironing, lo and behold, we have this. I gotta show you. Okay, front. So this, we take that little piece that we just did, we take our vinyl, we tuck it inside there, ta-da, and that's going to be the binding on the top of our clear view little pocket. And so you take this now over to your sewing machine, and she suggested a zigzag, and a zigzag works pretty good. Just zigzag it, keep those off the feed dogs. It really sticks if you stick it on the feed dogs. So then take this over and you get this all nicely sewn down, and I'll show you this what it looks like. There it is. It's all sewn in, zigzagged along the top, and then we just trim the excess off the edges. So there's our vinyl pocket all ready to go. All right, back up to the other pocket now. Oh, strap. Let's do the strap. So the strap is made the same way as the binding at the top of your thing. So we're going to fold it wrong sides together. Your right side is out. Sometimes with batik, it's really hard to tell what you got. So you're going to iron it all down the middle. Then you're going to open it up, and on that crease, you're going to fold the first half in on the crease and press that down. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, and then we do the same for the other side. So you're going to end up with that big long piece of binding similar to this, but it's going to be the full width of fabric. Okay, and once you've got that all nice and neatly done, I then took it to my sewing machine and I used that number 10 edge foot, and because it's got a little edge in the middle, I moved my needle over to the left as far as it would go, and then that just rides nice along there, and you just stitch it flat. So I have one here already done, so let me show you what that looks like. So here it is, all one long beautiful piece, and it's just stitched just along the edge, and that's going to be your strap for your body bag. So this guy is about 40 inches or so. With the width of fabric for batik, I didn't cut off the raw edges, I just took it because we're going to actually sew these edges in at the end. So there he is, that's your strap. So now we've got our strap and one of our pockets done. So let's go back up top, and we're going to show you how we do the body parts. And it's really quite simple. Just have to get all the junk out of the way. Get our parchment paper, because we're going to do some gluing. All right, here it is. Parchment paper, little 505 spray. Let's go back to this lovely little... I just laid this out because you could use the Fusible fleece, which is the Pellon product, and then you just iron it in. But I got tons of batting. I have 505 spray. So I just sprayed it, tuck my batting inside the pocket, pull the top of the pocket down, smooth it out, iron out any wrinkles, and there's your second pocket made. Now this pocket, once you've got it made, take that over to your sewing machine. Oh, close up. And do some decorative stitching. And start from the raw edge and go up about 1.5 inches before you start, because it's going to get sewn into the bag. So if you put decorative stitching there, you're not going to get to see it. So start about 1.5 inches up from the bottom and do some decorative stitching. And I did 5 rows because I thought 5 looked nice. Pick 5 different ones and away you go. So when it's done, this will have all the lovely decorative stitching in it. So your pocket is now done. All right, back to the body. Yes, we're going to get to, whoops, how about this one, on top. Well, now we take those body pieces and we are going to put the batting inside the body pieces. And I realized when I cut this that I think I may have cut my body pieces just a little bit short. Okay, so spray again, or use your Fusible fleece. Put your batting in. on your fold line and bring the top over. And then your batting is in the center of your bag, which I didn't do very well on that one because I cut my thingy wrong. So let's do this one. Press that seam and open it. Yeah, then I can't open it up. Open it up. Okay. Spray that. Take your batting. Tuck it up right close to that folded edge. There we go. Put this over top. Now you've got two sides to your bag. Woo, 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 woo. Let me show you on the front. Here's our two sides of our bag now. What you're going to do next is you're going to take that pocket piece that you've done that lovely decorative stitching on, and you're just going to baste it onto one of your sides. Now just baste it about 1/4 inch around, and that's all you need to do. Make sure that the raw edges are together. You've got your folded edges at the top, so they finish your top of the bag and finish the top of the pocket. So then you just stitch these, baste them, I should say. Then you take your pocket, your vinyl pocket, and you again line it up with the raw edge of your fabric at the bottom here, and just baste it. Just baste from the points all the way down or across the bottom and up. Then those two pieces are finished. So there you go. There's your two sides. What you do after that is to take these and put them right sides together. So you're going to have the pocket with the vinyl against the pocket with the decorative stitching, right sides together. Oh, we got a really big sandwich now. Use your clips, your Wonder clips, to hold it together. Now, this is where we kind of differ. We go back to those sewing rules. We're actually going to use a 5/8 inch seam, okay? So once you've got this all pinned together, you're going to take your little body bag over to the sewing machine, and you're going to do a 5/8 stitch. Okay, you're going to start at, it's sticking to the, it's 505 straight. So here's your folded pocket edges at the top. You're going to start on your right hand side, do a back stitch, and then stitch down 5/8 all the way to the corner, turn the corner, stitch across the bottom, turn the corner, stitch right back up to here, and back stitch. You want to have it pretty sturdy because we're going to now rip this thing inside out. So there it is. I did, when I stitched this, I used a triple stitch. The reason I did was, like for that last project, I'm going to reef on this and turn it inside out. So I did a triple stitch starting at the top, back stitch came all the way down and around. Once you've got it sewn together, trim your little corners and trim some of your fabric, because you got to turn this whole thing inside out now. And that vinyl is a little bit tricky to do. Okay, so once you've got it all turned out side, use your, if you have a awl or stiletto or something pokey, like a, I don't know, maybe you got a chopstick handy, poke out your corners. Okay, what's left is attach the strap. So in this case, I attached the strap just to the corners, and they just said triple stitch it, so I triple stitched, and I only did one side. Ooh, there it is. Sorry, hun. It's triple stitch, and I triple stitched all the way around the top edge and triple stitched the side on. So then your strap is on. So that makes a wonderful little crossbody bag. It's great for putting anything in it that you like if you just don't want to have to carry a bag. A lot of the young people don't. There it is. But I like it because it's good for our cross training. Put my knife and fork in there. I can do my exercises and I can still have my turkey dinner. Anyways, that's how you make the creative cross-body bag. And I'd have to tell you, it was fun. Okay. All right. Are you ready for some fitness jokes? When is a baseball player like a spider? When he catches a fly. What's an insect's favorite sport? Cricket. What is a frog's favorite exercise? Jumping jacks. And how do monkeys stay fit? They go to the jungle gym. Yes, that's right. They go to the jungle gym. And the last one, I think I kept the best one to last. Why did the golfer wear 2 pairs of pants? Well, that was in case he got a hole in one. Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I'm glad that you enjoyed my jokes. Thank you for laughing. I know you did. Okay. Now, I want to do an announcement. And my one big announcement is don't forget, well, there's 2. Don't forget the big OESD event that's going on this weekend. Tomorrow is the Essentials class. That one is full. However, if you would like to join us on Friday and Saturday, we are doing 6 lovely stitching in the kitchen projects. So if you're still interested in doing some embroidery with us, please call the store and get registered. There's still some spots available for that. So that's the OESD Stitching in the Kitchen event, okay? The other one I want to remind you of is that we have the Kimber event coming up at the end of October. And it's going to be the North Pole tier tray. And that's really sweet. You're going to be making you're going to have a tray, and you're going to be making all sorts of little things that fit in the tray. And I'm pretty sure all those little things could be ornaments for your tree as well. Or you could use the designs on anything. I think it would be really kind of cute. So that event is still available. There's only a few spots left. It's $229.99. So if you're interested in doing that one at the end of October, I think it's the 26th and 27th, please give us a call at the store. All right, grand announcement. The Cup of Cheer fabric has arrived. Now, before you get too excited, it is not the packages of the packaged. It's just the bolted fabric. We are still waiting for our Cup of Cheer pre-packaged packages for the fabric kit. That hasn't come. However, we do have all this beautiful Cup of Cheer fabric, and it has come in, and it's kind of like in 2 color waves. We've got that lovely minty color with the pinks and greens and stuff that Kimber always does, but also they've come in with the darker, more traditional fabrics as well. Reds, greens, navies, whites. Very pretty, absolutely gorgeous. It just arrived. I just got to unpackage it today and take the straps off it and bring it to you. So one thing I wanted you to see is they've got this really sweet Cup of Cheer panel fabric. So let me see if I can show you a little bit of that under the close-up. Okay, so it has really cool things. So it has a really cute cup of hot chocolate, have a cup of cheer. It has a snow globe with a little house in it. It's got a picture of the house with the car arriving with the Christmas tree on it. This home believes. And then there's another snow globe. It has all the cute little winter trees in it. Then the rest of the panel has got a wreath. Well, it's got, okay, let's do this one first. Warm Winter Wishes, which is the hot chocolate. And then it has the cute little wreath. And it says along the bottom, warm wishes. This house believes 'tis the season to snuggle, not smuggle. We're not smuggling anything. We're snuggling. Warm winter wishes, and this home believes. So that's the new panel piece that came with it as well. So there it is. The new Cup of Cheer fabric has arrived. So this is for your Kimber Cup of Cheer. If you purchase the design and the embellishment kit, you can now come and get the fabric if you wish. The ones who bought the fabric kits itself, I haven't got those yet. They're coming, but they haven't arrived yet. So anyways, I just wanted to let you know that we have the lovely Cup of Cheer fabric in. There it is. All right. I think that's everything for Getting Physical this wacky, wonderful Wednesday. I hope you can join me next week, because next week we're getting very close to Thanksgiving. And I wonder if that turkey's dares to show up for the next week's show. We'll see. Maybe I'll have him in a bag. That would be fun. Anyways, thank you everyone for signing on. Oh, I just want to see, look, I see Robin is signed on, and I see Sherry M from Kansas. You guys just make my whole day. Thank you so much, you guys, for signing in. There's Phyllis M as well, and Teresa S. Thank you so much. Anyways, you guys, you have a wonderful week. Today's our last day of absolutely gorgeous weather. We're having a little down tomorrow, and then it's going to get beautiful again. So enjoy the beautiful fall days. Get out and do your turkey walk. Get ready for that Thanksgiving dinner and enjoy. Thanks, everybody. See